India is good for America. And the reason we say that is the Indian consumer prefers US education, prefers buying US equipment, goods and services itself. And if you look at the Indian market, you have companies like Google, Amazon, WhatsApp. These are the companies which are contributing to the local environment and dominating the market while they're shut out in China itself. So I think this is a true partnership, which basically is a win-win partnership between two countries. I think as time goes by, there is a strong convergence of interest, both from a trade perspective, defense perspective, geopolitical perspective, across the Indo-Pacific. When you look at, there's a strong convergence taking place. But more important, when you look at from a trade, and I know we'll talk about it when Minister Goyal is there later, that we don't have a trade deal, but without the trade deal also, the business between the two countries is growing on a double-digit basis. Last year, 2018, December, we closed the mutual trade at $142 billion. And 2019, December, the numbers has gone up to $160 billion. But more important is when President Trump came in, India had a surplus of almost $28 billion. And as of last year, the surplus has come down to $16 billion. So the trade seems to move in favor of the US as time goes by. But more important, we talked a lot about GSP, US withdrew the GSP, and this is basically on smaller goods export from India, roughly $5.8 billion. And there was a concern that withdrawal of GSP is going to impact the small-scale industry in India. But when we look at the numbers after the withdrawal of GSP, while the overall export of India went up by 1%, the GSP itemized goods went up by 5%. So the impact of GSP is almost nil as from the export perspective. What we see from our own analysis, that $160 billion by 2025 will reach to almost $325 billion. And I think that's going to be a large number. And today, US is the largest trading partner of India. It has surpassed China in the last quarter itself. When we look at the US investment in India, last 5 years, US companies have invested roughly $60 billion in India, creating roughly 3.2 million jobs, direct jobs. But more important, what we are seeing is almost 50% of the IP being generated by these companies is owned by, generated by the US companies itself. What US companies are doing is they're creating an ecosystem of research, innovation, and patent process itself. And I think that's going to percolate to the rest of the business community in the next 5 to 10 years. The other side is we are seeing Indian companies last year invested roughly $18 billion in the US. And that number keeps on going on an annual basis. We do have Ajay, chairman of SpiceJet, and he will be in the panel. He placed $20 billion on Boeing itself. Yes, the challenge on the delivery side, but that also generated thousands of jobs back in the US itself. So I think the trade investment continues.